Previously on Preps. Eddy Curry plays host as the best high school players in the country come to Chicago.
Well, this is the first practice for the Adidas Round Ball Classic. These are a lot of the guys that weren't at the McDonald's All-American Camp. So, again, he has a chance to meet up with some of the better kids in the country.
It's the Adidas Round Ball Classic. Program! And Eddy gets a special invite.
EC, so I hear your game is so large you're not sure where you're going to be ripping up the rim next year. Before you make up your mind, Mr. Curry, you might want to see how well you do against our boys.
And what the world's been waiting for. Will Eddy go pro?
I really don't know, man. You gotta come over here.
I'm the king of the black top, hooping half-court shots. I come correct, your stats are whack compared to points that I drop. I play to win, and I'm playing for keeps. I'm keeping my game tight and fulfilling my hoop dreams.
Real kids.
I'm Eddy Curry, senior, Thornwood High.
Real dreams.
I'm Kyle Kleckner, senior, Downers Grove North High School.
Real life.
I'm Sean Dockery, junior, Julian High.
These are the real stories of Preps, Chicago hoops. Pete's been talking about it all season long. Will he do this? Will he do that? And now Eddy Curry's done it for real. Made the decision to go pro.
Me and my parents, we discussed a lot of things this afternoon, and one of the topics happened to be the NBA draft, so I will be putting my name in the draft this year.
His parents said it was cool, and with that, All-American Eddy just turned into a superstar.
I think the final factor was just confidence. I mean, I felt I gathered enough confidence in myself to make an informed decision like that, like going to the NBA out of high school, and me just knowing that I wouldn't regret it.
That day, Eddy had called the room and said he wanted to talk to us. And he said, you know, with this being his last, high school game, that he wanted, he thought he wanted to make the choice to go pro. So we discussed it and everything, and that's what he did.
That day was more or less trying to, I think we planned our whole future out in 25, 30 minutes. I mean, I think that's what that was. I think that we just arranged a lot of things in that short period of time. We talked about everything from moving arrangements to when I make the decision.
Well, it's scary going to the next level because I lose my child. You know, he becomes a man. He's faced with these man decisions, these adult decisions. He's no more daddy's little boy anymore. You know, I mean, I'm sure to a lot of people he hasn't been for a long time, but to me he was.
I feel that right now basketball has to be a job first before fun. I mean, because I have to put in work. I have to put in hard hours of weightlifting and conditioning in order to be in the position that I want to be in, which is that top 5 pick.
Do you have any idea how high a pick you might be?
I heard pretty high, like 1 through 3, 1 through 5, something like that, which is exactly where I want to be. I want to be in the top 5 pick, and I'm hearing good things so far.
All right, with Eddy Curry, who announced that he is going pro, heading to the NBA. You glad to have the decision finally over with?
Yeah, I mean, this is very overwhelming for me. This being my last high school game and everything, and I think I played pretty good tonight. And I think the perfect way to cap that off was to go to the NBA.
Well, wherever Eddy goes, that was one of the discussions when Eddy made his choice to go pro. Eddy had said that he wanted, his family to go wherever he went. So it's not like we're putting ourselves on Eddy. Eddy asked us to go. So, I mean, if things change and he think he can handle it, which I don't think things will change. And as long as we all stick together, it'll work out fine.
I think that the best thing a rookie can have is his parents and some kind of supporting cast back home. So just knowing that you can come back to your hometown, I mean, not your hometown, but where your home team is, and have a family there and have a home-cooked meal ready and have a nice house and have everything that you're used to. Just making it as normal as possible and as familiar as possible. I think that helps a lot to make that adjustment to the NBA.
And I think there's a whole multitude of problems that we haven't anticipated. I mean, there's a lot of things we considered and we try to be prepared for emotionally and things like this. But I'm sure there's a whole lot of things we just haven't considered.
God blessed me with a talent, and I'm just trying to make the best of it right now. And if that causes for me to be a young millionaire, then so be it.
You hope for this day, you push your child out the nest, and you hope he's prepared for it. But then you just hate to see a child go. There's no more to take his place, he's the last. So maybe that's why I'm feeling all these emotions too. That's my baby.
At one point or another, you're gonna have to grow up and you're gonna have to be a man. And it's just, for me, it's probably happening a little bit sooner than everybody else, but I mean, I believe I'm ready for it. A lot of people take shorter steps, like going to college, then going to the NBA, or going to college and go overseas, then go to the NBA. It's just that I skipped a couple steps and I'm going straight to the NBA.
Coming up, we flash back to before Eddy made his decision, back when things were simple.
Give him a box.
Just stop now.
Just stop right here. Just stop. Let's stop here.
No, you gotta get the other side. No, that's fine. Give him the box. That nigga's too much.
Come here, Dash.
Just 1 week before the world found out he was NBA bound, and a little thing like going to the neighborhood barber looked a lot simpler than it was. Things would never be like this again.
Put it down. Come on, I'm going, I'm leaving. See, I got my car fixed. Jason can't laugh at me no more.
We're heading for that big haircut. Yes, the one that everybody has been waiting for. It's terrible. It's like a Q-tip walking.
We're going to the barber shop so I can get my hair chopped off. But way back before the season started, we all said we would grow our hair and stuff so we can have braids for the season. So, I mean, I did all of that, but now I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of sitting down for hours at a time getting my hair braided, going through all of that pain just to wear them for about a week. So I figured, man, I might as well cut my hair. And plus, I'm just ready for a new look.
A stretch navigator rolls by, and Eddy knows that world's just a few days from his fingertips.
You don't see them around here every day. God.
How short it's gonna be?
You see that dude here? It's gonna be a little high.
With a top?
Barber Man don't know it yet, but Eddy's new look will be pasted on newspapers all over America next week after he make the announcement.
Man, be quiet, man.
Give him a box.
Just stop now.
Just stop right here. Just stop. Let's stop here.
No, you gotta get the other side. No, that's fine. Give him the box.
Man, you play too much, man.
Eddy looking Belle Biv DeVoe for real. Poison, y'all.
I'm gonna give you a $3 special, Ed.
Why you cut it so low, man?
This ain't low.
This is too low.
You wanted it low.
I ain't want this doggone low.
Woo, it's coming off. Cutter going into the thick.
It gotta come off. It gotta come off. Nothing you can do about that. Hey, you gonna be able to get a job in the college.
Lord, Eddy sure wasn't expecting this heavier clipping.
Too short. That's too short. He don't look happy at all either.
Yeah, man, cut it all low and stuff. I ain't want this doggone low. I'm glad you think it's fine. You never ever paying for another haircut here.
It looks much better. Much better. You should have had it a long time ago.
I'll put your name in the back of your head, you know.
No, put my hair back on my head. Do that. You crazy. I ain't never had no wave here.
Yeah, one long way.
Man, you look like you ready to do your internship somewhere, Ed.
When's the last time you saw Monster Eddy this upset about anything?
You went to school today, Ed?
Yeah.
Good.
I got a mustache, man. It's coming in. It's coming in, though.
He trying to hold his lip still like he gonna mess up his mustache.
Why y'all tripping, dog?
You ain't got that down. I'm trying to sit still. You ain't that down, man.
Dang, man, I'm bald. I'm super bald.
Oh, that's not nice. Give him a hand, huh? Give him a hand. All right. That'll be $10.
Cool out, man. I ain't paying no $10. Yeah, right.
Don't put that on your baby.
All right, I won't. Stop. You better stop playing with me. You better stop playing. I can put this on my head if I want to. Stop pushing me, man. I don't want this kid. You better stop playing with me, man. You better stop playing with me. Or you might try to get hurt.
What's up with the do-rag?
What's up with it? You look damn nice today. Hey, don't cut my hair that low no more, man. What? Alright. I heard him, man. I remember my fro used to be that big.
Reminiscing already.
Can't help it, man. That's all right, though.
It was much better.
No, it don't, man. Hey, is that dude on my side? Yeah, over there. Swear to God. Let's go.
Coming up, it's weeks after his haircut and just days after the pro announcement. And Eddy's new life begins. For real.
Put it in the back right now.
It's only been a few weeks since the haircut, but everything's changed. Just a few days after Eddy made his announcement, and he's rolling.
I knew for a long time that I wanted to go pro. I knew that at the time when I had pretty much decided that I was gonna go pro, I couldn't really come public with it, just because of the way people are and the way that they. I mean, I saw early in the season how they could rip a player apart. So I just chose to wait a while and not put any extra pressure on myself.
Eddy most definitely feeling fit for the pros. Most definitely, know what I'm saying? And to celebrate his decision, boy went out and bought himself a big old Cadillac truck. Eddy on his way to pick up some rims for his ride. But first, he picking up cousin Patrick and Pierre.
Got four-wheel drive.
It do. What's up, nigga?
That joker look like a dome buggy, man.
He said it's a Volvo in the front.
It's a Volvo.
Like a dome buggy, man.
Oh, you look nasty.
You see me on Call of Duty last night?
Oh, man. Hey, you come with me get these rims?
All right.
Huh?
Why? What for?
No.
Oh, wait a minute. Slow down.
No autographs.
Do you even know who he is?
Dude.
Who is he?
Who is he?
Who is he?
Just because he put
What's
up
his
here
name?
a little dune buggy.
Somebody.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to tape your sides, dog.
See, I might keep it going at the time of your birthday. Dog, I gotta take back every day my birthday. Wait, it hurt me. I said, dog, I gotta take back every day my birthday.
Next stop, the rim shop. Eddy can just have his pickup in this piece. All he's got to know is the stilo and the size.
Which one?
That's shit.
Yeah, that wouldn't make no sense.
That'd look stupid, won't it? So what's them, 17?
First thing,
It make them like 17. Yeah, I'm 17.
first thing you better get some blocks.
I ain't finna. It's too country for me. It's too down south looking. It's too.
This one we held up
West
yesterday,
Coast.
wasn't it?
This is what's gonna be missing off the drive right here.
I got hair on the tire if you want to see that tire. You have your truck here?
Yep, that's the 20?
Yeah, that's 20 right there.
You got 3 more of them in the back?
I'll take a look.
So I'm about to buy them. Look at that, man. Oh my God.
Told you.
Like, you telling me? You telling me that more? That is sick,
Go get the rest on.
Go get them. Hey, get the other
There's
3.
one on the wall. Go find the other 2. That look nice though, for real.
I want them.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll pick one right now.
Take $400 out your pocket right now.
Man, check the marks for scuffs too.
You hear me?
I hear you. Man, I don't give a f about money, dog. I'm not trying to save no money.
That's me, your whole hop of money for the night. Hey, man.
What?
Yeah, think he said.
That's whole hop of money for the night.
I got money. I got a lot of money.
That don't mean this. Give it to me.
I got a lot of.
Give it to me and pay.
All right, now I just bought some rims for my truck. You know, once I decided to go to the NBA, and once I picked my agent and everything, I guess that's what everybody does. They go out and buy a toy. So my toy happened to be a 2002 Escalade. I get some rims put on it right now. So that's what I'm doing, waiting on them to finish with my truck so I can go ride around.
Got the old school gauges in there. That's tight. That's real tight.
They tell you how many miles you got before you run out of gas.
You know, that grill. Why y'all in my Cadillac grill?
Get on the ground and see the Cadillac oil spill.
I don't think as a person I'm gonna change. I think there's gonna be the people around me to change. A lot of times people say that people with money change, but I mean, I guess you have to change a little bit. I mean, cause it'd be hard to just stay in the same neighborhood, get a huge house built in that same neighborhood. I mean, just face it. Once you have that type of money, the type of money that's around me. I mean, once you have that type of money, you have to somewhat change a little bit. Your attitude has to change. You have to be more careful so you can keep that money.
I really don't see it. You know, it's hard to even imagine. You know. E having that type of attitude or personality where like, oh, don't talk to me, or kids coming up, you know, like when we were today, kids coming up asking for autographs, you know, he's still signing autographs. You know, I really don't see him changing to the point where he just think he's just bigger and better than everybody else. No, so it's hard for me to even imagine something like that.
I'm not really worried about having a lot of money. I realize that with the situation I'm in, it's gonna bring a lot of money around me, but I'm just hoping that everybody can, everybody stay the same.
This is a business now, so I know it's gonna be people out there saying, oh, he don't even come in the hood and speak to us anymore and blah, blah, excuse me. Wait, you gotta remember, he can't speak to everybody.
Out with the old.
God, Jesus Christ. Oh my
It's
God.
so clean, but dang, you need to watch it. At least get a rag to wipe the body off.
And then with the blingity bling new.
Oh my God.
Good Lord, it's sparkling.
Holiday right now. Hell no, man.
Get a rag.
If you throw down that paper, you gotta flex. Ride it, brother Eddy.
In it to win it.
She's not gonna go.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. In it to win it.
You look much better now.
Man, yeah, it look good. Yes, sir.
What?
Woo-wee. Yes, sir. In it to win it. You ride, Eddy. You ride slick, baby. Now, it done came up.
It's time to roll. Escalade's got a full tank and Eddy going cruise. Few months, he'll be a lottery pick, no doubt. NBA, the real deal. But for every one of him, shoot, there's gotta be a million dreamers. Eddy Curry just made it to the big time, and there ain't no looking back. You ride, Eddy. You ride slick, baby. Coming up on Preps, Jason Straits passed his ACT test, and with the playoffs over, it's time to look to the future.
Look at all this. Streets, houses on 55th and Garfield. You get to Wyoming, it ain't gonna be nothing like this.
Jason's gonna check out his new school, Wyoming.
I'm moving from Chicago to Wyoming. I'm in Coors Field with a Griffey shirt on. Ain't nothing finna stop me out there.
It's a culture shock, man, at first. Once you step out here, it's a big culture shock.
On the next Preps.
I went to this lady, this crackhead. I promise to God she a crackhead. Yup. And she used to always braid it when it was real short.
How you know she was a crackhead, Eddy?
Cause she used to take crack breaks.
It took her about 10 hours.
It took her about 15 hours to braid hair.
As soon as you gave that chance, she was gone.
Now she did it for $25.
That's cheap.
But it was tight though. What she used to braid, she could do anything.
I'm not going to pro back.
I don't know if I am either, man. I'll be there in a minute.
With these, that's not. You don't know nothing about these waves. They don't know nothing about these waves coming in. They don't know nothing about them.
We prep, y'all.